Seem like I'm way too comfortable in this video, but I actually am. I just finished my workout, so forgive me for looking way too comfy. But it's time for another coffee break. We started doing these weekly since I went back to work, so forgive me. It's not twice a week or something like that, but as soon as I get into a rhythm, we'll pick it up. But anyway, today's brew, Dunkin' Donuts. They got an instant that you can buy off Amazon. You could buy off any of the online marketplaces. They send you a big sack of it. You could make it up right in your kitchen. Tastes just like the real thing. Salute. Ooh, no sugar, no cream. You know how I like it. Anyway, today's topic, a little bit different from the other one. So let me start with a disclaimer. Um, I'm not racist. I'm not racial. I don't discriminate. I love everybody. I just want to make sure because I might say some things, you know. But either way, my worst dating experience. We was talking about this on Twitter, and you can find us on there. Twitter, Cousin J, BDU. That's up and running now. We posting we're trying to post daily. Follow me on TikTok, Cousin J, or search Cousin J or Black Dead Universe. You'll find us. I got a couple accounts there. One is a gaming account. I haven't really gotten into that, but I'm starting to post on there. So be patient with me if you're a gamer. I just posted a video of me getting destroyed on Killer Instinct. Any gamers will know that immediately. I'm gonna try to go back in and try to do some more with that. I'm also gonna do some updates with WWE 2K22. Phenomenal game. It's deep. It's plenty of stuff there. If you want to play with me, find me on Xbox Live, Rockstar Swag. I'm not hard to find, and I post those videos to TikTok. I stream them, so you want to kick my butt in real life, go ahead and do it. We could do it on there. I'm way too comfortable because of that workout. I tried my best to get in a good workout because we hit up KFC yesterday, and then we had fast food for breakfast and all that nonsense. So it was a lazy weekend. Either way, worst dating experience. All right, so I'm gonna take you back to before I had kids, before okay, I should start this way. I was in a very, very long-term relationship with a person, and after we broke up, I got back in the game. I was doing too much. I was doing way too much. And at one point, me and a friend of mine, we were hanging out. I believe we were hanging out in Towson, and we met a group of girls. And it was a couple of us and a couple of them, so we kind of hung out together. And at the end of the day, everybody exchanged phone numbers. And in that group of girls, it was two sisters. One of them was really cool, and then the other one, she was like real. I don't know if I'm using this word right. Avant-garde. She was neo soul personified. All of that. And every comment she made was like that. And then the other one was just fun. And that's what I was looking for, fun. She had plenty of jokes. She laughed at mine. I'm a pretty funny brother, apparently. I was looking good. I was younger then. Little bit stylish, a little bit rugged. I was also, at the time, I was making music locally. So I had the tiniest bit of clout, I would say. So every now and then somebody would drive by playing my music, or I would bring it up in the conversation to kind of impress her and all of this nonsense. And shortly after we met, I got to calling on the phone. We got to talking and stuff like that, and getting to know each other. And I asked her out. I said, let's go to the movies or whatever. And she was like, oh, yeah, I definitely want to go to the movies. I thought somebody like you talking to me, that's out in the world would much rather hang with my sister. She's more progressive than me. I'm like, no, I'm just looking to have some fun, and you seem genuine, and you seem fun, so I'm just trying to have some fun. So I go to pick her up, and at this time, like I said, I got the tiniest bit of clout. Um, I got this decent job, making decent money for my age. I got this apartment. I got all kinds of situations together. So I'm like, I'm looking good out here, you know? Um, I go to pick her up and I see her sister on the porch. So instead of approaching, because I don't know who's in their house and things like that, I pulled up, I kind of stood outside the door and I waited. And I watched her sister come up to the car and say, "Hey, you ready?" I'm like, "Yeah." And she was like, "All right, just a minute." And she went back in the house. And the sister came back out. I'm like, "Okay, I'm ready." And my face dropped. Apparently, all this time, I'm talking to them on the phone. I'm talking to the sister, avant garde. I'm talking to the neo soul chick. You know what? For purposes of this, let's just say I'm talking to, I don't want to use a celebrity and then talk ill. I'm talking to neo soul instead of fun. I say, all right, well, I'm going to make the best of this night, even though I'm very disappointed because we got into some conversations on the phone and I thought I was doing good, talking this chick up. I never was the guy with all of the game. I'll get into that on other videos. But this one, I was knocking it out the park. Knocking it out the park for the wrong team. I'm sitting here, I'm playing baseball in the wrong stadium, if you get my drift. So I said, I'm going to make the best of this situation. It's just a girl. I'm going to have some fun, and then I'll end this thing or whatever. We are headed to the movies, and it is winter time, so it's cold. But 5 seconds into the car, there is an overwhelming smell. Now, mind you, when we get ready for a date as young dudes, we detail the car. The car got to be immaculate because that might be as far as you get. So you want to make sure that whatever impression you give off, the clothes impeccable. I'm styled from head to the feet. The car beautiful, humming. The tank is full. Everything. There's cash in my pocket. It's the wrong girl, and she smells. I realized when she went back into the house, and she lives closer to the city than I do, she must have put on every oil the Muslim man on the corner sells on his table. No disrespect to the Muslim man that sells the oils. They are beautiful. They smell great. I still, to this day, buy the incense. I buy at least 12 at a time. I love them. But this girl mixed and matched and put on every one of them. It's wintertime. It snowed the day before or 2 days before. It's snow outside. I got to roll down my window even though I got the heat on. And she like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, I just need some air. I'm getting tired." Here's me setting up the excuse for later. Getting tired. We go to the movies. I forget the name of the movie, but back then we had all of the Keanu Reeves Matrix movies out. And then Keanu Reeves came out with something that was kind of like Matrix, where he could shoot his gun and the bullets would turn the corner or do all kinds of weird tricks and all this nonsense. It was like a Matrix ripoff. We watching that movie, and for some reason, you choose a movie like that because you know don't nobody want to see that nonsense. But I got this stinking girl with me, and as nice as she was, I got this stinking girl with me. I want to go to a movie that's not too crowded, so we can sit to ourselves. I'll actually watch the movie. And back then, they had these dresses out. They, for lack of a better description, they looked like potato sacks. Like it just was big and baggy, and it covered everything, and you was just in the. So you got this billowing, billowing dress on, filled with this oil. So every time you moved, it would press or it would contort, and a whiff of that would just come into the air. So everybody around would smell it. You in the line for the movies, and people was, oh, what is that smell? It's stinking here. This movie ghetto. You go into the theater, find some seats. It is packed. For this terrible movie, it's packed. And we got to sit very close to the front in the middle of the aisle. And I'm sitting there with my date, and it's like a Saturday night, so ain't nothing in there but young people who are, for lack of a better term, and I said that about 4 times. That's a crutch. Ignorant. So, just 5 minutes into the movie is something stinking here, or is people in the back like somebody put the cologne on before they took the shower. All kinds of nonsense. And I know where it's coming from, and they know where it's coming from. So when they say it, you can look out your peripheral and see them looking right at you, talking about this smell. Well, at some point, she gets up to use the bathroom. And when she gets up, the guy next to me taps me. Bro, your girl stink. Now, if this was my girl, we be fighting in the aisle. I'm like, bro, I know it's the oils, man. She put on these oils, man. Like, yo, that shit burning my nose, yo. Hey, brother, I know. I'm just trying to keep the peace. All kinds of comments. And now that guy's opened the floodgates, everybody around is making these comments. So I'm thinking, it's time for an exit strategy. Well, she was into the movie. So we ended up watching the whole thing. And by the end of the movie, I got the worst headache. And the people around me are just ticked off. We get out of there. And I say, well, I had a good time. It's kind of late for me to be eating. So you want to grab a snack? I'm going to grab a coffee from Dunkin' Donuts. Would you like to grab a snack before I, take you home? Maybe we can do this again sometime. She says yes. So we pull up to Dunkin' Donuts. I've been to this Dunkin' Donuts for years. I know the people in there. The guy who works there employed family. So I know the whole family. They know my whole family. We've been there a million times. They often ask me about my brother. It's late at night. It's about midnight, maybe 12:30. So she says, were you just getting a coffee? You plan on staying up late, huh? Here comes the innuendo. See, now I realize I did all of this stuff ahead of time with the immaculate dress, the money in my pocket, all of it worked. It just worked on the wrong chick. We get in that line, say, I need a extra large coffee, black. No sugar, no cream. You know how I like it, just like I tell y'all. And he knew exactly who it was. Cousin Jay, come on around. I said, wait a minute, I got somebody with me. My friend wants something too. It's 12:30 at night, y'all. She said, I would like a banana split with strawberry, chocolate, and vanilla. Napoleon style. Now, we know that's Neapolitan, but she said she wanted it Napoleon style. Then I want strawberry syrup on the top, sprinkle some nuts, and then some jimmies. I don't know what they call them in your neck of the woods, but in mine's, jimmies is sprinkles. Didn't put whipped cream on it. Like this order was the most elaborate thing ever. It's 12:30 at night, snowing outside. He said, he don't say thank you. He said, pull up to the window. Now I know my guy, so I know he ticked off. It's not one of the young ones. It's the dad. The dad, no offense, looks exactly like Saddam Hussein. Mustache and all, especially the mustache, especially the haircut, and he's from that neck of the woods. I'm almost done my coffee. I got to start brewing some more hot water. Dad, I pull up to the window, and Dad is like, how could you order something like that at 12:30 at night? And he knows me. And it is an elaborate order for 12:30 at night. You know, just because these places are 24 hours, you don't just order anything. It's a lot of work. It's one guy in there. He's supposed to be dropping it quick. Now, I know it's an establishment and you can order whatever you want or whatever you like, but that's kind of elaborate for 12:30 at night. Probably closer to 1 at this point. She's on a passenger. He's yelling at me. I tell my guy, I say, look, bro, something happened to my light. Let me see. Oh, you know what? I pulled it out. Give me a second. Either way. Oh, no. Well, I tell the guy, I say, look, I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to do anything like that. Blah, 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 blah. He looks at my date, and you know, with that black girl energy, she just goes off. So now I'm here. He's here. She's here. And they are going back and forth like a umpire and a batter who slid in the home and got called out. They are both on the sides of my head just yelling at each other, going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And it stinks. And he notices. So he says, he stops in the middle of his screaming, and then she stops, and they're looking at each other, and I'm in the middle. And he says, what is that smell? I said, that's my car freshener. He says, that's not black ice. I said, I don't know. They go at it again because now she's mad that he said she smells. And they're going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I'm in the middle of this, and I'm thinking, I talked to the wrong sister. This is Neo Soul. She shouldn't be acting this way. She should be like all of them. They were like real peaceful and stuff. So either way, we get to the point where I just pull off. I'll apologize to my guy later. I try to take her home. She tells me, she says, look, my energy is at a level 10 now. Let's go to your place. I got to call an audible. I tell her, I got roommates and there's a lot going on. We got to go see if anybody's home. This Dunkin' Donuts just happens to be down the street from my family's house. So I figure I'll go there. And when I pull up, there'll be somebody there. I'll walk in, I'll see somebody, and I'll be like, I was just stopping by to say hi, and then get out of there. Neglecting the fact that my family was on vacation. So there's nobody in the house. Not only is there nobody in the house, everything looks like somebody is there because, you know, that's how you do when you leave out. You don't want people to notice that your house is empty. So it's very inviting. It's warm. It's cozy. And she's like, let's go. And y'all know what I mean by let's go. Now, I don't want to be graphic, and I know my brothers in arms are gonna look at me funny after this, but I put on the brakes. because I didn't want to take advantage of the situation. No one, I didn't want nothing to do with her. Plus, I think there was a small piece of me, no matter how much of a jerk I am, for thinking maybe I can still hang out with the sister that I actually like. You know what? I never thought about this at the time, but you know what? I talked to Neo Soul so much. I think I liked her personality more than the sister. That's why I kept talking to her and asked her out. But I had the image of the sister in my head. Now, you can't do that. And if you have ever made that transition, tell me the story from one sister to the other. Even though I didn't do anything with the sisters, but I had to make some real punk excuses about why I couldn't do whatever, whatever, whatever. And I'm this rapper guy with this money and this nice car, and for what all she knew, a very nice place to live. So I was doing really well. So it's like, why not? And I guess I checked all the boxes, but the one box that didn't check for me was that god awful smell. You just can't get over that. And in fact, I think I took that fit off and I didn't wear it ever again. It went into a bag, and my actual apartment was a couple miles away. And it's small. It was small and modest. I think it was at that time I was in the one bedroom. I might have been in the two bedroom, but I was in the one bedroom. And at that point, I think I threw those clothes away. They just had such a damn smell to them that it was just ridiculous. But I used to I used to do this thing where I knew she liked me. And after all of that nonsense, and after I dropped her off, I told her we would hook up again because I just wanted to get her out the car. But I wasn't being honest. I just wanted to make this thing end. I got home. I hollered at my homegirl and told her what happened and all of that. And she said, just be straight up with her. But I didn't. I I ignored. I ghosted her for like 10 days. That was the rule. I ghosted her for 10 days, and then I called her. And after 10 days of ghosting somebody with that energy, she laid into me. I felt this small. And after that, like with all that dump that she had to get out because here's this guy, we had a great time. She didn't feel all that pressure from all them people and all that nonsense that went on. But she was so pissed off, she laid into me. And fellas, let me tell you, once they do that, then if they really like you, now if they don't like you, they do that, move on with life. And this was years ago, so please, I'm not this guy no more. After she did that dump of energy, it was like, all right, now it's awkward for her. For me, it happened just like I wanted it to, because then I don't have to make an excuse not to talk to you. You just buried me in this conversation, said things you didn't mean to say, you just were upset. So I was able to walk away without any, I guess, repercussion after that. Um, Let her get it out and then move on with life. And that's exactly what I did. Let me know your worst dating story. I know that's not too bad. I've heard some doozies, especially from guys at work. They'll tell you all kinds of things. They end up in jail. They end up beat up or something like that. I wasn't worried about getting beat up. I wasn't worried about going to jail. I wasn't going to do nothing that would put me in that position. I'm from the streets. I know what to and not to do and what the repercussions are. But I was playing around after being in this long term relationship for so many years that I had to. do a self-evaluation. Now, I didn't straighten up right away, and I'm it's so many stories that I got that I could probably tell. I usually just tell my kids, and they look at me like I'm crazy, but at least I'm teaching my girls about dudes. Let me know your stories. Like I said, we had that instant Dunkin' Donuts brew. It was good. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, all the stuff. Join us on TikTok for quick vids. We putting up rare music stuff. I'm digging in my archives and finding live concert footage. We just posted some stuff from a Johnny Gill Ralph Tresvant concert. You know, New Edition. Y'all rock with New Edition. Um, all kinds of stuff. If you want to, if you're so inclined and you want to do something, send me a shout out. I will publicly display that because I am a shill for me. I'm my biggest fan. So I will put that out there. And watch out for new content. Join us on Facebook. Join us on IG. Join us on Twitter. Cousin J BDU. Until next time, I love y'all. Salute to the stars. Peace.